towels ready?
No, I should put some on actually. It is not. I have not even looked at myself in a couple hours.
Abby Tedros coming to you live on this Wednesday. We are tracking a first alert. Got meteorologist Lee Brock here on hand, talking about heavy rain in the viewing area, also the chance for severe weather.
Yeah, this afternoon we do have that possibility. It's the same system we've been watching move across the country for about 3 days now. 2 days ago it was over Texas, and then yesterday it was over Louisiana, Mississippi. They had a really rough go of it yesterday. You can see right there, that's some of the footage we have. You know where this is
This is from Araby in Louisiana, New Orleans neighborhood.
Yeah, this was a rough situation. You can actually see it. There were people who were on air and they were watching it from their tower cam as they were on air.
Wow.
I just can't even imagine what that would be like, what that would feel like to have it so close and to actually be able to see it. But you can see all this damage. It's crazy. We have I don't even know what we're looking at.
An intersection,
That's how much damage it is.
I know, leveled homes, buildings, those power lines knocked over. As of at this hour, we know that one person has been killed in connection with that tornado in the New Orleans area, but I've been monitoring the AP wires to see if that changes at all, because rescue and recovery efforts continue out there this morning. Meantime, that system in our area now, rain moving through the area in time for the morning commute.
Yeah, and when the sun comes up, like you were saying, I think we might see a lot more things that we don't want to see out that way. So around here.
By the way, this one, I don't know if it's weather related. Lee, you were tracking this for us this morning. A car on top of another.
Yeah, this was not weather related because the rain hadn't even moved in yet.
Okay, thank you.
This was before the rain even moved in. There was the gray car on top of the red car. Here's the great news about this. No one was taken to the hospital.
Yeah.
That is incredible. I can't even imagine how that happened. But they got that cleaned up pretty quickly, and that was several hours ago.
Yes.
So that's completely done. Now though, we've seen several wrecks because there's just rain, and the morning commute and rain, they just don't mix in Charlotte. So be extra careful out there.
Which, by the way, now that you're mentioning it, about all of the different instances out on the roadways that police are responding to, at least 15 events at this hour. That likely will change as the morning progresses. So very busy morning out on Charlotte roadways. Want to keep that in mind as you head out for your morning commute.
Yes. So right now we're not talking about severe weather. It's just rain. That's enough to slow you down this morning. So let's take a look at tower cam first of all. You just saw that up, and here's your radar image. Notice how the rain is moving in. We've already seen it move across the area. So chances are, wherever you are, unless you're in maybe Richmond County or part of Chesterfield County, you might not be seeing the rain coming down right now, but just about everybody else, it's at least probably wet on the roadways. You can see that band of heavier rain though just beginning to move into places like Cleveland County and Burt County. That's a big batch of rain moving in. That's heavy rain, and so that's not exactly what you want to see as you're heading out to work and school this morning. It's only, what time is it? 7:37, so there's plenty more of the morning commute left around. So let's take a look at this. Here is the big picture. Let me zoom in if I can. We're going to take a look at the big picture as my clicker doesn't seem to want to work. There we go. We're going to take a look at what's going on overall. Now, the past 2 days, we've been tracking this entire system across Texas, across the Deep South. Now it's our turn. We have a slight risk for strong to severe thunderstorms, and that's pretty serious. Yes. Here's the good news though. You see that bar up at the top, that legend? We are in the slight risk right now. Just to give you some perspective, that red area, that moderate risk, that's what they were under yesterday when people in Mississippi and Louisiana had those tornadoes you just saw, the New Orleans tornado. That was because of the same system, but it was just a different setup. It was just a different atmosphere that it was in. We have plenty of moisture. That's not in short supply. We also have some spin in the atmosphere. And so that's checked off the list of ingredients we need. But here's the thing, because we're getting the rain this morning, this may end up helping us out. This may keep us a little more stable. If we can keep the storms from firing, then they can't get up to where there's rotation, and then there can't be any tornadoes. So we're hoping that's going to help us out this morning, but I'm not going to take it off the table. There is still that possibility. If we do get more instability, if we do have maybe some sun coming out middle part of your day to the end of your day, that's going to destabilize things, and that's going to make things a lot worse, obviously. So here's what we're looking at as far as timing is concerned. I think a lot of the heavier rain, the steadier rain, that's going to be the first half of your day. Could have pockets some really pretty heavy rain at times. This afternoon, we're looking at more spotty showers and thunderstorms. We have a front moving through, so we have some level of uplift, but we don't have quite as much instability as you would need to see if you're going to have major tornado outbreaks coming through the area. So we have that in our favor, but still we have that possibility all through the afternoon hours into the evening hours. So here's what it looks like. These are our threats today. Wind damage, that's probably the biggest threat. We'll say that's about a moderate risk. Heavy rain, that's also a possibility. Could see some localized flooding. I don't see widespread flooding necessarily, but some localized flooding, could see that. An isolated brief spin up, that's not out of the question. That means we could have a tornado warning. It's a low risk, but still it is a risk that we need to talk about. We need to be ready for as we head into the second part of your day.
Really interesting to see. I know that you guys aired this during the broadcast this morning, giving people an idea of the different calls for caution when you have the risk of severe weather. So you guys were talking about watches versus warnings, and walking through what those words mean, because it's important.
Yes, it is important. So as of right now, let me make it clear, we don't have any watches, we don't have any warnings, and so we're so far so good. Now, if you have a watch, that's the lower of the two. If you have maybe a tornado watch or a severe thunderstorm watch, what that means is the ingredients are there. The storm hasn't necessarily fired yet. So if you have a watch, that means watch for it. Watch for the potential. If you have a warning, that means red alert. The sirens are going off. You have a warning in your area. The storm has already formed. We can see it on radar. Take action. Warning means take action. The warning is the stronger of the two. The warning is the more serious of the two. Now, everybody may be under a watch, but you might have just individual cells that have a warning. So yeah, that's kind of the difference there.
Okay, so no watch, no warning. Good news there, because we saw what the communities in Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, Oklahoma, what they've dealt with. So we are thankful that that's not in our, at least for right now, it's
right now,
something that is
right. The first half of the day, the biggest concern is going to be rain.
The heavy rain.
The second part of your day, that's when we
yes.
might have watches or warnings popping up.
Okay, so in terms of what comes next, what do our viewers need to know?
So here's what we need to know as far as temperatures are concerned. It's warm and it's muggy outside. So you're going to walk outside. You probably don't need a jacket because it's not cold outside, but you do need the raincoat as you're heading out and about today. So here's what it looks like right now. We already have the rain in place, and so it's already, we've got a lot of traffic tie-ups. I think Abby just said 15 traffic accidents right now just in Charlotte.
Which, by the way, David Wisnett posted a traffic alert that if you all are out in this area, you will want to be made aware of in western Rowan County. This is from David, saying Highway 150 is closed near Sloan Road. So we're making calls on this and responding to this area as well, trying to get more details. But Rowan County officials saying that one patient has been pinned and traffic is being diverted. This is on the west side of the incident, Mooresville Road. So Highway 150 shut down in the area of Sloan Road during the morning commute, which is not ideal, but something that you will want to keep in mind if you take Highway 150.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful wherever you are, because it doesn't take a whole lot of rain to just make people get crazy and crashes all over the place. So we have the wind right now out of the southeast. It's about 13 miles an hour. Humidity is around 80%. That's going to start to go up even more as we head through your day. So here's today's forecast. It stays warm outside, but it also could potentially be stormy. We're going to be in the low 70s this afternoon. So over the next couple of days, here are the changes we see coming this way. We have a first alert for today. That's because of, for the morning hours, rain, pockets of heavy rain. For the afternoon hours, they may be spottier, but we have the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms, and some of those could have gusty winds. Even an isolated tornado warning can't be ruled out, unfortunately. Heading into Thursday, though, that rain tries to move out of here, even in the morning. So 70 is your high on Thursday with drying conditions through your day. Friday doesn't look half bad. 67 is your high. We do see Plenty of sunshine that day. Now over the weekend, get ready. It's going to be cool outside. Low to mid 60s for highs. Abby, 30 for lows.
What is going on? But the sun will be out.
The sun will be out, yes. It will be chilly, but it will be sunny. You don't have any rain to worry about. But my goodness, we're talking severe weather and maybe snow in the higher elevations over the weekend.
Wow.
In the same week.
I mean,
March Madness.
first alert going to be out of the way,
Right?
and we'll have some good weather coming up.
Yes.
So that I look forward to. Maybe a little cold out, but I like the idea of clear skies.
I do too. I do too.
So that I'm thankful for. All right, that is about it in terms of that first alert for today. So the big story, the main event, heavy rain that you all are tracking, possibility of a storm threat.
Yep.
That's for the afternoon. So we've got 3 meteorologists in-house right now. You guys
Yeah,
are
we
ready
are
for
covered.
this.
We are ready all day long.
Not playing games
We've
today.
got Al Conklin here. I'm here. Alicia is here. And in the afternoon, we have Rachel and Jason.
Perfect. Time right now is 7:44. We will have another check of weather coming up on WBTV, so you can tune in on Channel 3 and watch it then. That's going to be in about 10 minutes at 7:57 with Lee and Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin. If you are watching on one of our streaming platforms, maybe you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, the WBTV News app, the stream is about to end, but stick with us on the WBTV News app because our coverage will continue with your top headlines.